Hello, class. This is group number 8. My name is Christian Rodriguez, one of 7 group members. We also have
Justine Livingston.
Katie Schmitz.
Christian Hollenbeck.
Daniel Cola.
Brooke Barner.
And Juan Soto.
we're going to be talking about Portland as a destination, the pros, the cons, the whole gist, hopefully. We'll start off with geography with Justine.
So Portland has some important geographical features to mention. It's located in the Willamette Valley, which in itself is an agriculturally rich area. The city itself is split down the middle by the Willamette River, as you can see indicated by the blue arrow on the graphic. And then to the northeast is the Columbia River, which also acts as the border between Oregon and Washington. Downtown, which you can see on this graphic located as Central City, is only about 20 feet above sea level, but you can see by the red arrow that the highest point in Oregon is at about 1,180 feet above sea level, and that's located along the Northwest Skyline Boulevard Road. Moving into the next slide, another important geographical feature, and if the next picture will come through, is the Cascade Mountain Range is on the skyline, and about 40 miles east is Mount Hood, and 40 miles about northeast is Mount St. Helens, which are both really important aspects of Portland. And Katie's gonna move into talking about the most important attractions.
So Portland is home to different mountain ranges, as talked about earlier. It's home to the ocean, national parks, and one of the biggest parks is Washington Park, which is home to the International Rose Test Garden, the Japanese Garden Holocaust Memorial, and the Portland Zoo. Portland Zoo is the oldest zoo west of the Mississippi, and transportation is offered within the park and to the park with the transportation system. Portland's 5 centers for the arts is the largest, or the 5th largest center in the United States, and hosts on average 1,000 performances each year. Powell City Books is one of the world's largest bookstores, and between 5 different stores, they have roughly 2 million books. And Portland is a sports city with the Portland Winterhawks, Portland Trailblazers, and Portland Thorns. Portland is a foodie city, which they're well known for Voodoo Donuts and McMinimans, which offers roughly 60 locations in both Washington and Oregon. They're in historical buildings, from schools to churches, you name it, McMinimans is in it. They're home to one of the fastest growing wine industries. They have over 75 breweries. Some of the favorites are Deschutes Brewing. And some of the reasons people travel to Portland is a need for adventure. So the Columbia River offers whitewater rafting, fishing, and kayaking. Sea to Summit is kind of everything you can think of, from anything on the water to skiing and snowboarding. STP is Seattle to Portland, a multi-day charity bike race. And some of the pull factors is the wine country. Portland is kind of developing its scene as a wine city. Portland is nicknamed Beervana, which they have the most breweries in any other U.S. city. Powell Books, like I said before, and Emerald City Comic Con. Christian will talk more about infrastructure of Portland.
All right, so when it comes to the infrastructure and superstructure in Portland, the city consists of many skyscrapers, offices, and work buildings. Some of the more popular infrastructure and superstructure include the Portland Art Museum, Governor Tom McCall Waterfront Park, and Pioneer Place. When it comes to the transportation and lodging in Portland, there are 3 different types of transportation services there that they offer. There's the Portland Bureau of Transportation, the Portland State University Transportation and Parking Services, and J.B. Hunt Transport Services Incorporated. Within the central city of Portland, there are around 7,300 rooms to be offered to tourists. I didn't get an exact number for the amount of hotels they offer in Portland, but I have the top 4 recommended hotels here. Portland includes the Portland Marriott, Kimpton River Place Hotel, Jupiter Hotel Portland, and Kimpton Hotel Monaco Portland. Now, Daniel's going to talk to you guys about the target market.
So each year, Portland experiences approximately 8.8 million individuals of overnight travelers. Tourists traveling domestically via air travel account for 3.6 million individuals. And over recent years, Portland has become more diverse with the addition of 11 international flights from PDX. The individuals traveling from overseas come from mostly Canada, Japan, and China and the UK. Portland generates around 5.6 billion in direct spending from tourists. Visitors' direct spending in the local economy generates around 40,000 jobs, which combines for 1.6 billion in employment earnings. In 2018, there was a travel spending revenue of 5.3 billion. The arts, entertainment, and recreation generate approximately 239 million annually. Almost 1/3 of all visitor spending accounts for air travel and ground transportation. Leisure, hospitality, goods and services, arts, entertainment, and rec account for more than 1/2 of visitor spending at 66.4%. In terms of employment, leisure and hospitality sectors account for 71% of employed individuals, while retail and transport account for 29% of all employment. The travel industry in Portland has generated 115,400 direct jobs through tourism influxes annually. And this also accounts for 60,000 individuals employed in secondary jobs. Now on to Brooke with social and environmental impacts of tourism.
Worldwide travel and tourism is a 6.6 trillion industry. People promote Portland as a destination for leisure travel, and along with some environmental impacts, they have pesticide exposure in areas, also polluted air, soil, and water. They have unsafe housing and sidewalks and bus stops. Touristing in Portland as a destination for conventions and conferences, including marketing and sales activities. In 2018, tourism in the Portland metro region generated 5.3 billion in direct spending and supported over 36,000 jobs. Portland is one of the biggest places for shopping, eating at restaurants, hiking, and many more outdoor activities. Some negatives in the tourism development: tobacco remains the #1 cause of death. And in order to prevent tobacco-related deaths, Portland reduced tobacco use. Oral health is also affecting many children and adults. Also, obesity is the second highest cause of preventable death. There has been 1,400 deaths in the Portland area due to obesity. And there's also issues with alcohol and substance abuse. In 2010, there were approximately 1,546 deaths from alcohol-related causes, which is a 27% increase. And this level of consumption has costed an estimated amount of $223.5 billion. And there's been an abundance of opioid-related deaths, and Portland has the highest rate of non-medical use of prescription pain relievers in the nation. Now Juan is going to wrap it all up for us.
So in conclusion, I would recommend visiting Portland. Despite the slogan being a little weird, it is a very interesting and fun place to visit with family and friends. I must say though, if you happen to stop by, I would recommend visiting the Portland Zoo and the famous Voodoo Donuts as the most visited places in Portland.
Now moving into our test questions. Test question number 1, what does the weather in Portland look like during the summer? Our answer, as you can see in the bottom right, is A, 75 to 80 degrees. Question number 2, how many jobs are created total from tourism? As you can see, you can't see it. The answer to this question, is B. Right? Am I correct? Yeah, it's B. Sorry, it is B. Now to question number 3. Portland is known for the number of breweries they have. How many are there? Our answer is C, 75. And I think that's everything. Yep. Thanks for watching.